to get a few upgrades from that battle. I think we had more troops in the one that crashed, but it doesn't really matter. We're set up here and we've got the potential siege of Helm's Deep. Let's start an episode right here. Welcome back again, friends, to another episode of Tactical Enlightenment. Our YouTube channel is dedicated to all things Bannerlord related. You are watching our journey through Middle-earth here, the tales of the Age of Men, as our orcs and dwarfs here, and one man, I guess we have like 2 humans in our party here, have our sights set on Helm's Deep. The orcs have Helm's Deep. It's a role reversal here. In fact, it's a pretty grim board award. When you look about, I mean, Pelargir, they took it back, but they're already under siege. Tomb Laden is under siege. I mean, just what else can you say? It's bad. Everywhere you look, there's, you know, a castle and siege noises as the forces of evil overrun the men of the West here. Now, that is our forces sieging at Osgiliath, but, you know, how long is that going to last? I don't think you can count on it very long. So, now we're going to try to be an anchor here in the center of the map and try to take Helm's Deep. We just, we had a battle here, probably the previous episode, that crashed. We refought it. It did work. Can't explain the difference. I would not be able to tell you why it crashed and why it worked this time, but we're ready to roll on here. And we'll just be saving a little bit more regularly to make sure that our process here is covered. We're going to give away this fort because we're sort of auspiciously hoping to get awarded Helm's Deep. Maybe that's a bit rich to get 2 big cities next to each other when all the other dwarves are probably, they would like to have Helm's Deep right in the glittering caves of Aglarond. Our army lacks archers, or more accurately crossbow, so we've been doing everything we can to get crossbow. We've got lots of armored dwarfs though. It's still 80% dwarfs, right? We've been able to maintain that by calling down dwarfs from the north. And of course, we've got Helm's Deep here. How rad is this, right? I mean, they have just done a magnificent job. And I have seen this siege with the custom battle menu. I tried to defend it, and I think I was successful, but I've never assaulted it. So this is going to be fun to try. We've got a bunch of height deficient warriors here, but these guys have been stout and tough so far in this series, and they've got some deficiencies. I've got a pretty significant flu. You can probably hear it in my voice. I'm laboring just to make episodes, but I'm here for you fellas. I love Bannerlord. I'm stuck at home. My wife is still on vacation, and so we're gonna try to power through. Soldier on, right, as they would say. Now, I can't the line of sight here for setting up siege catapults, siege trebuchets is kind of challenging, but we'll make it work. We're gonna adapt and overcome this motherfucker, right? We're not gonna be stopped by little tiny things like that. And we don't have a lot of influence, right? We cannot maintain this big army without success. So we also don't have time to starve out the city, right? And ordinarily, facing a force larger than yours in siege, one of the advisable routes would be to starve them out here, blow a hole in the wall. But I think it's tier 3 walls. It looks like it. They have counter siege. There's a fucking guy inside there. It says his name is Uruk-hai Siege Master. That's not good. And the Uruks are tough, right? We have noticed for sure in this playthrough that they are tough. Just got to destroy these fire catapults. I mean, we're not going to be able to take down a wall or starve the city. That's all there is to it. Our influence thing's already glowing red. We're going to have to spend influence just to keep our army together before the siege starts. So then we may get attacked. I actually welcome a fight outside, right? Because we need the influence. But if we don't, we'll just have to kind of rush through this without blowing a hole in the wall. Of course, in the actual book, in the movie, they light the Orthanc stone right in the culvert and blow up the wall. It's magnificently done in the movie. It's a little bit less incredible in the book because it's not very realistic, but in any case, we're not going to be able to do that here. We're going to have to go over the walls. And I think this is the spot, right? We have at least 1 siege tower. We have a set of ladders. I wish you could have 20 ladders. I don't think that's a thing, right? We're going to have 2. Bannerlord doesn't do the whole ladders at every single opening kind of thing. We'll do this Iron Banner. That's really going to help us. What that'll do, of course, is it'll allow our character to survive a little longer. We've been doing that pretty regularly. I forgot to do it in the previous battle. And to heck with the slow axe here, the big slow axe. We need a fast sword. We'll try to pick up a shield at some point. And that's perfect, right? 99 speed. So between that and the fast hammer, we got a bow. I think that's the right weapon assortment. Guys will say, well, how come you don't have a shield? I usually can pick one up if I need it, right? If you run into a situation where you need a shield, usually somebody's dead nearby and they drop their shield. So this should work. Make sure we're on the hardest difficulty here. I'd take a deep breath, but it would probably make me cough, so we won't do that.
Sergeants in charge!
And it's just spectacular. You got the Hornburg. The Hornburg where there's a horn at the top where they can blow it and it makes a bunch of noise and it echoes and reverberates in the canyons. It has Gimli blowing it, I think, in the movie. That's not a thing, but I digress. We'll quit picking on Peter Jackson here. He did a great job with the siege. And I'm trying to think of what I want to do here. We've got some divisions that are mixed. I was thinking we didn't have that many archers. It looks like we have barely any archers. Man, we have 100 archers. That's bad. They're going to have range superiority, probably. So we're going to get pelted. We're going to have to... Let's see. We'll definitely bring our shock troops up late. We might even try to get them through the door. I've got... our main character can lead the 8th Corps. And what we can do is we can use his decreased taken melee damage in a square and maybe shove a wedge for our 3rd Division. Right, our 3rd Division is shock troops, and especially important in siege to differentiate because these guys will get smoked by arrows, right? All these orc crossbows, they do a lot of damage, right? And so you don't want your elite shock troops getting scorched. They just stand there. They can't even block it. So we'll keep those guys back to start. We can move infantry in to start. The 1st and 2nd Division. Let's put the 4th on the siege tower. 8th on the ram. And I'm probably going to talk a little bit less in this siege. Quite frankly, fellas, I'm having a hard time talking. That's all there is to it. You can probably hear it. If I try to laugh right now or something makes me laugh, I'll cough. So you might even hear me mic in the mute. Muting the mic also. We'll do the best we can here. The most important thing is we win this motherfucker, right? So if I don't narrate the whole time, you guys will just have to forgive me. Most of the sequence here, I think you guys understand what we're trying to do, right? Block all these arrows, get back archers. Especially with so few archers, you got to keep them back. They'll get smoked. Right? You can hear us getting hit even at 200 meters. These fuckers here, they're thick on the walls. And it looks great. They're thick all over the walls, right? I've been wondering if they had this dialed in. It sure does look like it. They're defending the walls vigorously. I don't see infantry up there. But they have a lot of archers firing away at us, right? So we're going to have to apply some pressure here with our archers. The way we'll do it is bring up infantry first, right? These guys with their shields. The siege tower is going to take a little while to rumble up. And then I think we'll investigate the gate and see if we can't push a hole through there. I've got the 3rd and 7th in my back pocket. I love having levers to pull in battles. In this case, I've got those 2 divisions for oh shit, right? If we're in trouble, I'll bring that 3rd and 7th division up. And maybe we can do some good things with them. 1st Division over here, they can shield wall. 2nd Division, get up these ladders. Go. Charge. Let's put the 1st Division there and archers right behind them. You approach it like a battlefield, right? Because we're so outnumbered as far as archers. I've been mentioning it now for a couple, 3 hours. And they're just fucking thick as shit. Archers on the walls. They're shoving our ladders off. Holy shit. I lost half my health to 1 arrow. That's exactly what I'm talking about. We have elite armor. We still took 50 damage on 1 hit. 40 something. Get up there, boys. Weigh those ladders down. Damn, they're not even getting up the walls. The orcs are actively shoving this shit off. So you'd have to say the defenders are doing great so far. We got 1 ladder they're making their way up, but we can't even... Damn, they shoved that one off too. We might lose this siege if we can't get these ladders up. Go. Get up there. They're trudging up, but the orcs are very actively pushing the ladders down. Well, at least the siege tower is going to arrive, and by destroying the enemy counter siege, they can't stop our tower, so at least we'll have some access. They literally can't get up these ladders. We might have to shoot the guys pushing the ladders. I don't have enough archers here to support us. We've literally got 50 archers here. I could have pulled the 7th up, but then I have nothing for secondary assault. And these fuckers right here, man. Fuck you with the... I drilled that guy in the base. It didn't kill him, though. 110. Didn't kill the guy. So, these are some tough motherfuckers we're facing here. Killed that guy. And the dwarfs are most of the way up the ladder, and they're still getting pushed off. We're going to have to focus on the gate. This shit ain't going to work. Get up there. Charge. At least the siege tower's there. The ram's almost to the door. Let's help him with this ladder, and then we're going to head up there. I think, you know, if you think about it, there's probably a ton of archers and infantry in the big bay behind these walls. I don't like that from a perspective of going over those walls. It's practically how we tell people the best way to defend a siege is what they have going on there. I can't see them. We'll be able to get a little bit of a view up here, maybe. But I don't like what I see over there. They got fucking archers over here shooting our guys. Fuck you. They got... There's not very many, fortunately. They don't have 100, but they got little snipers up here shooting. Get up here, archers. We need to support. Get over here. Okay, there's hardly any in the burg. Most of the troops look like they're down there. There's a lot of defenders right here. Let's try to shove in there, boys. Get that square going. Get up here. Where are you guys going? Here we go. Where are they going? I don't know, but they're leaving a hole. Get over there. All right, let's get the 3rd Corps. We can blast through here. They're leaving us a gap here. Bad mistake, right? And they're starting to close it, but I think it's too late. Let's push them right past it. Attacking our square. I can do a little work here with my hammer. Get over here, archers. We need you in here. I should have had that 3rd Corps right behind me, but I didn't want to jam everybody up on this ramp. There's no protection for the shock troops. Too late now. We're not as fast as this hammer. Charge. Alright, 3rd Corps should be behind us soon. It looks like we've got a breach here. Let's shove in. We're going to take the burg. Unless orcs pour out of the hole somewhere. I don't know the layout very well. Right? There's like stairs and tunnels and shit. I don't see any other archers. I've got like no health. Half my health already gone. Ridiculous. What's that? Oh, that's our flag. Alright. Both accesses are going. I don't see any little snipers in here. Let's take the burg. And we'll figure out what to do after that, right? I don't know if more forces are going to pour out of here or what, right? Reinforcements. So let's just set up defensive positions. At least it's a strong spot to set up. And we're in, right? We're going to have some way. From here, you can definitely get down. And there's carnage down there for sure. It sounds like enemy troops are, or it looks like enemy troops are pushing their way up. Let's see if we can tell what's going on here. I got a little crossbow division with me here. We can break a division. Let's have the 3rd, 5th, and 7th up here. I like doing that. It's all odd numbers. That's how I'll remember. So 3rd, 5th, and 7th here in the burg, and we'll see what's going on here. I hear fighting, but I don't see any troops. Sometimes you got to charge, and they'll tell you where to go, right? You basically charge, and the AI knows where the enemy is. Let's put archers here, crossbow there. They're going across that ramp. Okay. Looks like we got... Okay, here comes enemy forces coming out. If they're going to come out, we should let them. Our crossbow's set up and just going to smoke them, right? If forces pour through there, we've got them in a pickle. They got a fuck ton in the actual... I don't know, whatever you call that down there. bring our archers round side. I don't know if we can get access to the enemy from here. I think so. I see him coming down the stairs there. Wonder if we can use those stairs somehow. I wonder how to get there. Where's the fucking arrow barrels? There isn't any. It looks like... Let's pull these guys back. If they want to come that way, we'll happily let them get smoked by them. We have like 40 or 50 crossbow just set up there. It looks like we're getting backdoored below us here. Let's have those guys charge. I need an arrow barrel. They're definitely coming out of that hole. I don't know where that hole goes to. But we want them to, right? I've got literally 40 crossbows standing next to me. These guys are sitting ducks if they come down there. We have their fortifications. They gave it up, or more accurately, we seized it, and now we're controlling it. I don't know how much it's going to help us, though, unless the enemy comes up here. It seems like they're defending this lower area and not paying us a whole lot of attention. There's a fuck ton here. These guys are jammed up. Those look like archers, too. Let's split some troops here first. Second, let's bring the archers up here to the ramp. Guide these guys. I don't know if the pathfinding would be great. We got to get pressure on these fucks here on the walls. We got the 3rd and 5th here. I still need an arrow battle. There's no arrow barrels anywhere. Okay, here we go. Our guys are coming down. They're pitching the shit out of their archers. Those guys are going to get liquidated. Trying to get them spread out here. Spread out. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. That division is just boring into the enemy. We got to get down that stairs somehow. Somehow we got to get pressure on those archers. And they are coming out up here. I see them popping out of the hole. I hear them shooting too. I wonder if they're archers. Where's the arrow barrel? Fuck. Starting to get stressed. There we go. There we go. Got a fresh bag of arrows here. And our crossbow's shooting. But then we can't see them. Let's bait them out. What's going on here? I wonder if they're archers. That's why they're not coming out, right? They're just going to shoot from the hole. I don't see anything there. Oh yeah, they're fucking crossbow. You little fuckers. It's pretty good AI, right? They're just going around that corner and sniping. You little fucker. We got like 30 fucking crossbow dialing in on them though too. I can't see. I don't want to get smoked. Oh shit, and I did get smoked. I got like one tapped. Damn. This character's got great armor and he still gets smoked. I got an orc. I think this is one of our companions. He's got a big shield and a bow. Alright, we can work with it. Let's guide the forces down in the courtyard. I think wherever those archers are coming, that must be the way down into the courtyard, or whatever you want to call it. That fucking valley down there. These guys are going the wrong fucking direction. We need you up here. Let's try to divide. I'm basically trying to diversify our attack. Some units coming through the gate, and some units going over the walls. I think the walls are a death trap here. The way the AI is defending, it's defending it very accurately, very, very professionally. They got tons of archers set up there. I wonder if we can shove these guys past them. Let's see what happens.
Boomer, follow me! Footmen, after me!
We'll bring a couple more divisions through here. It sounds like they're fighting. They must be jammed up in here. The death spam's pretty good. There's a lot of orcs, though, left in that courtyard, and we are jammed up here. There's a traffic jam. Fuck. Hold on, those look like fucking little archers. Those are like weak-ass fucking... And they're men of Gondor. That's probably militia. Kill these fucking guys. Oh, we got these shit. Let's go. I got like a hit squad with me here. We need to push through. Go. I got archers behind me. The 7th. What else did I bring? The 2nd. We got a breach here. We got to hurry, though. They're going to start getting archer fire on us here. There's an archer right there. Fucker. Alright, well, I don't like leading with hammers, but it's what we got to do. Let's have the divisions on the walls go down in squares. Let's bring archers in behind me here. Shock troops can charge from the rear. We got to set up fast here. This is going to be bloody, but this is our chance. We're getting pounded. Fuck. They just charged. Try to shove squares into their midst. Our crossbows behind me. Should be some pretty good fire from there. These are good dwarves, too. We got some high-end troops here still. There's guys coming in over the walls, too. We got a chaotic battle. This is fucking great. Here come our crossbow. That's a whole division of crossbow there. Fire away, boys. We've got the enemy's defenses working against them. This is a lot of orcs, though. Fuck. There's fighting on the walls. There's fighting everywhere. It's pandemonium. I can't even tell who to shoot. Just shoot at something. The death spam looks good. Fuck. Look at our crossbow working. We got this shit. It looks like there's about 50, maybe 100 orcs left holding out resolutely in the center here, but they're getting rained on by our crossbow division. Let's make a final press here. There's about 30 crossbow here. These are high-end orcs too. Fuck. We got this shit. There's a huge orc right there. He looks extra big. Maybe just a small dwarf. He looks huge. He is huge. It says he's a battle master. I can't even hurt the guy. My swing did 3. Kill this fucking thing. There, he died. And that's it. Man, that was fucking wild. Well, that's what I'm talking about with this mod, fellas. This mod has just enormous potential, right? That was fucking a small battle at Helm's Deep, and it was still epic. That was 1,000 on 1,000. Imagine 4,000 on 2,000. Man, that was fucking gnarly. I thought it was actually closer than it was. Theoden was in here. We rescued you, old-timer. Just in time for you to die on the Battle of the Pelennor Fields. Beautiful. All right, let's get some prisoners here, and we'll see if we get voted. But we also, I'm going to save beforehand. The stability of it is still a little questionable. I don't want to lose progress, so what I'm going to do, fellas... Wow, look at this beautiful bow. A legendary Isengard short bow. There's some nice shit here. Seems appropriate with that epic siege, right? We get some really nice loot here. I want whatever fucking armor that guy, where I hit him for 3 and 4. That's what I need. I was getting 1-tapped or 2-shot in that battle. I need some better armor, evidently. And you guys are just going to have to forgive me. I mean, whatever. You don't have to forgive me. We're going to do it, though. I'm going to save here after this. And the nice part for you is you don't have to wait 4 minutes, right? I'm going to use it as an opportunity to handle some business here. And we will sally on. I got at least another half hour in me tonight. And then I think it's NyQuil o'clock. We'll see if we get voted. I'm not sure. If I had to guess, it's like 50-50 that we get voted Helm's Deep. Well, I feel like shit, but let's wrap this up here. Let's hopefully see the vote for Helm's Deep. Let's try to figure out how to make it more likely for us to become the vote here at Helm's Deep. We can set the city in order here, and I gotta take a break, fellas. Man, I am ragged. I got the flu or something, and my whole body aches, and I'm super tired. My brain is foggy and shit like that. See, I don't understand this part. We're getting destroyed in battle still. And look at my armor. This guy's got great armor. I don't know. Maybe it's subpar third world country orc armor and the stats don't align or something, but it's like better than all the shit from the shop. It's basically better than Theoden's armor, right? Collectively there, at least. Now these arrows, we'll take these. Doesn't seem like a cheat code. It just seemed like really nice arrows. Of course, the Noldor, those were the creator elves, right? They were the elves that were building shit in Middle Earth. They built, I think it was Fëanor that created the Silmarils. I better not take a trip down memory lane here, since my memory is pretty bad right now. Let's sell some shit here. We're doing fine for money, but we don't want to start hemorrhaging funds. And let's talk about this, right? So there's other clans. See, everybody else has a fief already, and also the influence, right? When you look at the influence, we're one of the top clans. So let's do everything we can here. I wish I had those prisoners. I would donate them instead of selling them to the tavern dude. We can do this though. This is the next best thing. So we'll sell all these guys. Damn, it's not yielding a lot of influence. I thought high-level troops would yield more than that. It comes down to a lot of things, right? You getting new fiefs. A lot of it is influence. How much influence? If you're just a new clan in the kingdom, right? They're not going to give you 5 cities. But look, we're the second highest influence clan out of all the different clans. And Bit Durin, that's probably the top clan, right? That's Dine. He's got 4 fiefs already. So I'm telling you, fellas, we're like 80% to get Helm's Deep. If we add more influence in the next, 12 hours before the vote somehow, like fight a small battle or something like that, we have an even better chance. So I guess we can go look for some raiders or something like that to mangle here. But I got to take a break. I am sick as a dog, as they would say. Do dogs get sick? I guess dogs get sick, right? I guess that's where that saying comes from. And we got to help the Rohirrim here, right? We have this evil invasion. This is all forces of Dol Guldur, right? They're just being thracked. We're the only force of good here in the center of the map. Everybody else is just getting ragdolled. And we got to get more dwarfs down here, right? We got to get basically a little dwarven empire started down here, but that's hard to do, right? We don't have the influence. And if I start calling them, right? Like we could call this guy, but they're also so ghetto. Look at this guy's troops. Like it's worse than I thought. All recruits. Half of his army is recruits, tier 1. They yell Kazad I menu and get one shot, right, by these high-end forces that we're facing. Especially with the StrengthenAI mod. So maybe we can help with this castle assault. There's forces probably of the Rohirrim sieging here. If we help there, that'll give us an extra, I don't know, a dozen or a couple dozen influence. And maybe then we'll call it good. Hello? Uh-oh. Shit, he's being attacked. Let's help. Let's get here. Hurry up. Fuck. He's getting Thorgashed. It's Eomer. Didn't we already save the king? We saved Theoden. We saved the king and the third marshal of the mark in 12 hours. Who's ever done that before? We're going to have a medal written up for us, and let's just take a look here. Ragebearer, Shadow Guard, Dragon Knights. And then you start looking at their troops, and we've got, weak-ass troops. This guy's probably tier 8, tier 9, right? The enemy's got just incredibly powerful troops. Feels like a horror movie. And let's take a look at our forces here that Eomer has, right? It's recruits. He's got recruits and King's Riders. I think those are like tier 2 cavalry. So, how to get exterminated on the fields of Rohan here. That's what this episode is going to be. But I don't think you hesitate here, right? Even though I feel like shit, our army's beat up. It's half its original size. It's a video game, right? You fly in here. Let's use some tactics. It's going to be complicated because we have to fight with these allies. We can't win without their help, and they can't win without our help. I didn't even notice this. We got a really nice long axe. That's going to be useful. On horse, you need a long axe, right? The guys who like short, fast axes, yeah, make sure you have a long axe for horse. Of course, you guys probably all know that. My narration's just gone to shit. Hopefully our tactics haven't gone to shit here. I need to sleep for like a month. What's that quote from Heat? I'm gonna go to my hotel and sleep for a month. Fucking viruses. And this literally looks like we have a bunch of pages here from Metacelled that rolled out. They got a cloak and a leather jerkin. Don't charge, you dipshits. What the fuck's going on here? Half the horses are running. They look like the horses from Braveheart. They know what they're doing. They're out of here right there. They're gonna ditch us. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. They're going up into the hills. We have to fight with these guys. That's the bottom line. And I'm just gonna have to narrate less, otherwise I'm gonna be coughing in your fellas' ears. Come on, man. Let's figure this shit out. Make a line here. Stop. You just want to tell them. Stop right here. Fucking cavalry is running behind us. There is formational use here, right? There's all kinds of terrain we can use. There are blind flanks, and they look like they're pulling up, which is good. If they charged, we're doomed. But they're pulling up. Let's set up a nasty ranged flank right here. Both crossbow divisions. We can give them infantry support out front, holding back a cough. And man, I don't think I've ever fought a battle under this kind of conditions before. This is like having an arrow in your testicle for 2 days. Let's put the 1st Division on the other side in a square. I feel like I've been shot by an arrow. Like I'm trying to do tactics in Bannerlord. This is a new one, right? Go get Ebola and then fight hard battles. It's a new difficulty level here. I'm holding back a cough and trying to fight juggernaut Halloween fucking style horror movie enemies. And we've got a bunch of boys with a cloak and an unarmored horse. Their horses aren't even armored. They're just like, they're gonna get one shot. And they're forming like basically a phalanx here, and they have 6 archers, 5 archers out front. That ain't gonna work. We're gonna have to do all the heavy lifting here. We've got a nice little looking couple divisions of crossbow here, though. The enemy's probably going to attack us as the bigger threat, which is good, because then we can pull them away from the weak-ass Rohirrim forces. We'll put our shock troops over there. They can collapse. We're going to have to... Look at this fucking traitor. They got forces of Gondor in here. Fucking traitor. We're killing those guys. And, of course, the enemy, they're, like, defending like a motherfucker because they're tier 9. Look at this shit. Can't even attack them. You get killed. And our army's banged up. So if we lose, I've done enough complaining. I've got all of my... I've got my alibis here in case we lose. Feel like shit. And look at it, just does look like, looks like a zombie apocalypse. Fucking shadow guards and whatnot. Now they have some archers. We'll have to screen them with cavalry. And you know what? I'm just not going to talk for the next 5 minutes. I'm going to cough for a little bit here with the mute button on, and maybe that'll help.
Soldier, form a shield wall! Soldier, stand apart! Soldier, form a troop square formation!
Here come a bunch of Ward Riders pouring in. At least we got some Jav-Cav. They're chucking in javelins on them. We've got our long, slow axe here, decking guys to the ground. This is awesome. They are coming towards us. It's good, because these little pages here would get insta-killed. Let's back up, though. I want this 5th Corps to bait them to the maximum possible distance, or the 4th Corps. Let's back the 5th up with the square. Let's give these guys some room. But that 4th Corps, if I can suck them in there, we'll have archers all around them. So I'm going to take a chance with that 4th Division. Basically, let the enemy get right up on them here. Now we'll move them. Oh shit, I can't even hit the buttons right. I think they're going to be able to clear. They have a speed banner. Go, boys. Fuck. I'm fumbling around. You guys can see I'm not by myself. Pull back. There, they got out. Right. Shove this square in their mouth over here. The 3rd Corps is behind the 5th Corps. They can charge. The forces of Gondor were kept protected. They're charging with cavalry. Now might be the time. Let's start crimping in here with our 3rd Corps. The crossbow can charge. Fuck you, Dol Guldur. Bunch of fucking troglodytes. Have some of this. They are obliterating. That's our forces too, and they are obliterating us. Fuck. Charge. 3rd Corps at least has a good flank. Man, they adapted quickly and came for us. Fight, men! Gotta screen these fucking archers. Let's just give them some cavalry to shoot at. That'll help a lot. 6 Corps in a square. Let's bring them over. They're gonna have to charge still. There's rage bearers just going berserk. Kill this fucking guy. It's a scrum. And there's just a huge enemy vanguard that we can't kill. We're gonna have to just shoot this full of holes. The 6th Corps is coming over. We're gonna have to charge with them. No. Get over here. The archers are peppering our horses. That's good. Sorry, lads. Alright, 6th Corps charge. The crossbow has a beautiful angle on both of these forces. You just hope it slowly wears them down. We'll get reinforcements, right? At least one. I think we'll get at least one batch of reinforcements. And we've kept our crossbow alive. That's critical. And kited. Right? The forces of Gondor are going to get smoked. It's close.
Infantry! Charge! Attack! Group shields up!
Come on, horse. Let's take out some archers here. It's risky, but if we can occupy 10, take out 10 archers here. Oh shit, wow, we're dead, man. Your horse is, yeah, instant died. Alright, what do we got here? We got an orc captain. Is this our new female companion? It's gonna have to work. Let's split the crossbow. It looks like we've got reinforcements here. Alright, let's move them up here. Ah, she's not bad. She decked a rage bearer. Back up. This guy's just chasing me with his axe up in the air. Fucking menacing. Get off me, you fucking traitorous Gondor fuck. Fucking Western mercenary fighting for him. Where's our reinforcements? It said we got reinforcements. I don't see shit. Oh, they're way back there. Fuck. Alright. Well, at least our archers got range. Let's push them over here towards the reinforcements. Let's split the reinforcements 1st and 6th. Get up here. They still got a tight band of troops just wrecking shop here in the center. And they're getting reinforcements too. Their archers are pressing in. Oh, no, no, no. Please don't freeze. Oh, man. You gotta be kidding me. We're in a tight battle. Okay. Heard my prayer. We're still going here. Barely. They're smoking their fucking traitorous Gondor fuckers. Let's get this 1st division. We got to get some defense for these archers in case they have more warg riders coming up. We're going to make a square on the center right and then crimp in hard with the charging force on the left. The horsemen are actually causing good chaos here because it's occupying the enemy, right? It's going to keep their archers a little bit busy. These guys here are fucking making scary sounds. They're weak below the elbow. Right? And at the neck. Shoot them at the neck. There you go. Oh man, we got a bunch of little fucking... They look like little trash compactors. I bet they're tier 2, tier 1. We got ghetto-ass dwarfs now. And we're in a fucking scrum here to the end. I bet we have archer superiority at this stage though because we've kept ours alive. I bet we have 10 archers dead at most. I got a fraction of a health. Fuck. My main character is incredible how vulnerable he is. It must just be the high level enemies we're facing, right? This is not normal for vanilla. When you have elite armor like this in vanilla, your character takes a beating and still fights. Here you have like 2-3 shots. What the fuck? Fucking traitorous horse. I'm gonna shoot my own dude. Sorry, lad. I killed him too. Try to work on these wargs here while our shield wall absorbs arrows. Our crossbow's moving in good on the flank. That 6th division should be ready to charge. Let's push them out further. Get way out there, boys. We need them pushing it hard. Yeah, for the king of the mountain. We'll square this division here towards the center. They do have 120 infantry coming up. There's a little tiny pocket of... They look like they have no shirt. Fucking Rohirrim, they're so poor they can't afford a shirt. Get those lads at least a fucking Kmart t-shirt or something. And here comes a bunch of fucking juggernaut. I hope they're not juggernaut or we're toast. They gotta have some low-level troops, right? Back up, archers. Let's get this square shoved in their mouth. The 6th Corps should be ready to flank soon. I see fucking more evil men. You little fuckers. Target the men. Teach them a good lesson. Right? Shoot them in the gut so they die slowly over 4 days. Teach them a good lesson here. Charge. 1st Division, square. 6th Division, boring in. That should work. It's getting swarmed. Perfect. All right, man. My fucking eyes are watering. There we go. Kill these fucks. Oh shit, I got trucked. 100 damage this time. Charge. We got this shit. The square's intact. The first division is pushing. The archers are free. This fucking battle's over. I can barely describe to you how haggard I am right now. I gotta take a break. Man, usually when I'm sick, I enjoy playing games, but I can't fucking narrate. I'm just fucking worn out. I'm not dying, lads. I'm a fucking tough old dude, but man, am I fucking worn out. We suffered a huge amount of dead, but victory. My fucking eyes are watering. My fucking... I gotta cough something fierce. It doesn't look like we're recording. Please tell me we're recording. Man. Ugh. We're gonna have to wrap this shit up. And it's good equipment, but I don't know. Seems like we already had good equipment and we're still getting killed in 2 shots. Oh well. All right, what do we do from here? Right, we're gonna hit some villages. I'm gonna go to bed. That's what I'm gonna do. I figured he would leave. He was gonna get toasted. We're in bad shape here, both physically out of game and in game. Edoras is under siege here. Lovely. The Rohirrim are beset. Our body is being beset by a punk-ass fucking virus. I wish I could fight it, like, physically, and beat the shit out of it with my fists. And beautiful, right? This is what I'm talking about. We get Helm's Deep. So how amazing. We got Orthanc and Helm's Deep. Now we got to figure out how to get the dwarves down here, right? I got to use some influence, take some more fiefs, and basically encourage them to migrate down here. Because then we might have a chance, right? If we can bring down 1,000 iron dwarfs from the Iron Hills, maybe even Dane will come down here, because if they have fiefs, they'll come down here to defend them. And here's a little sunlight in the darkness, right? Pelargir. Look at that shit. That's great, right? Denethor, even though he's a scumbag, is defending Pelargir. Fucking megalomaniac piece of shit. The worst leaders are the pompous ones that think more of themselves than they actually are. That's the absolute fucking worst. Anybody who brags about themselves all the fucking time, you know what that is, fellas? That's a fucking sign of weakness. That's somebody who needs to project strength because they realize they're not strong. Your true strong people, your true intelligent people, your true badass people. I mean, occasionally you get like a Ricky Henderson or a Mike Tyson, but generally speaking, just like the fancier the car, the worse the fucking, the attitude of the person that's driving it. Generally speaking, right? Anybody who has to tell you they're badass, like Denethor, pompous motherfuckers, they're usually piles of shit. Just a little tiny bit of philosophy at the end of this episode. You've listened to me with my terrible head cold here. Flu. I think I got the flu. My whole body aches. And this is what we need, even though I don't want to pick up a bunch of little scrub men from Edoras. We need troops. We're going to go to every single village here, pick up a bunch of men. I think we'll take another fief or 2. And maybe Grimslade, and maybe the dwarfs will come down. We'll see. But I got to get some rest, fellas. I am ragged. I might not... The content might slow down for a little bit. I just can't make content feeling like this. So hopefully you guys... Well, I'm sure you guys understand. I appreciate you fellas for suffering through to this stage. At least there was a couple great battles, right? The Battle of Helm's Deep and then that great battle in the open field. We'll continue to try to deliver that kind of content to you fellas. I appreciate you fellas. I appreciate the makers of this mod. This mod is great, right? And every single done lending left us, right? I don't know, maybe we changed some of the settings. I don't know how Mordor has the Men of Gondor fighting for him. That seems like a cheat code, but it is what it is. So, if you want to see more, please subscribe, hit notify if you want to know when new episodes come out. My head is lolling up and down. Please hit that like button, friends, and I will see you next time.